Here's the top stories for October 11th. The NDRRMC says the Davao doublet earthquake's death toll has risen to 7. The ICC rejects ex-President Duterte's bid for interim release. The DFA says Israel-Hamas peace plan is a monumental step in war de-escalation. PAGASA says a trough of low-pressure area and southwesterly windflow to bring rains across the country. Russian strikes wound at least 20 in Ukraine's capital as a child is killed in a separate attack. 7 people have already been killed by the doublet or twin earthquakes that struck Davao Oriental. The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council reported on Saturday morning, October 11th. In its latest situational report released earlier today, the NDRRMC said 3 fatalities were noted in Madi City, 3 in Pantucan, and 1 in Davao City when magnitude 7.4 and 6.8 earthquakes jolted Manay Davao Oriental at 9:43 a.m. and 7:12 p.m. on October 10th, respectively. A total of 3,519 families, composed of 8,436 individuals, were affected in 9 barangays in Davao Region and Caraga, or Region 13. The International Criminal Court has denied the request of former President Rodrigo Duterte for interim release, saying his continued detention remains necessary under the court's founding statute. In a decision issued by the ICC pretrial chamber 1 on Friday, October 10th, the tribunal rejected both the urgent request for interim release and the renewed request for interim release filed by Duterte's legal team. Additionally, Vice President Sara Duterte's remarks about breaking her father out of detention was one of the reasons cited by the International Criminal Court's pretrial chamber when it denied former President Rodrigo Duterte's interim release application. The pretrial chamber noted 2 instances wherein the vice president made remarks about breaking her father out of detention and his desire to go home to Davao City should he be granted temporary release from the ICC's detention facility. The Philippines welcomes the Israel-Hamas peace plan, calling it a monumental step toward the de-escalation of the conflict there, and expressed hope for a long-term stability in a region critical to maritime trade. In a statement on Friday, October 10th, the Department of Foreign Affairs expressed support for the peace deal and congratulated the peacemakers. The Philippines hopes this initial step will usher in long-term peace and stability in the region, where 2 million Filipinos live and thousands of seafarers sail through. The Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration said on Saturday, October 11th, that a trough of a low-pressure area and a southwesterly wind flow may be bringing scattered rains and thunderstorms over parts of Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Based on its latest forecast, PAGASA said the trough of the LPA is currently affecting the western sections of central and southern Luzon, while the southwesterly wind flow is influencing weather conditions in the western parts of Visayas and Mindanao. The State Weather Bureau warned of possible flash floods or landslides during periods of moderate to heavy rainfall. Russian drone and missile strikes wounded at least 20 people in Kiev, damaged residential buildings, and caused blackouts across swaths of Ukraine early Friday, authorities said. A child was also killed in separate attacks in the southeast of the country. In the heart of the Ukrainian capital, rescue crews pulled more than 20 people out of a 17-story apartment building as flames engulfed the 6th and 7th floors. 5 people were hospitalized, while others received first aid at the scene, authorities said. The Russian strikes targeted civilian and energy infrastructure as Ukraine prepared for falling winter temperatures, President Volodymyr Zelensky said on social media. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.mb.com.ph or follow us on social media. Thanks for tuning in to the Manila Bulletin Daily Rundown.